Today I'm looking at Final Fantasy IV on the DS. Now, remakes can be a dangerous thing, needing to be able to attract a new audience to the series while still giving something to the hardcore fans who have already played out the story on the SNES when the game first came out and the Game Boy Advance when it was first remade a couple of years ago. But the guys at Square Enix have really come through for us, and from the initial title sequence on, it's hard not to be impressed. Yoshitaka Amano's stunning artwork has been rendered gorgeously for the small screen, reminding us, as so many contemporary releases fail to, just what the DS is capable of graphically, and going beyond the already impressive quality of the Final Fantasy III remake. The cutscenes are all great and go the extra mile with details like good camera work and plentiful, good quality voice acting.
Peace and prosperity required us to do. The Messidians knew too much of the crystal and its secrets. His Majesty deemed it so. We are the Red Wings of Baron. It is not our place to question the orders of our king.
The sweeping orchestral soundtrack also elevates the title, although sadly the DS speakers aren't fully able to handle it. In-game, even the polygonal graphics and slightly simpler music contribute to a very attractive package. The plot, as it always was, is strong, compelling and unusual, and instead of being sent on so many fetch quests like the early stages of most RPGs, your character, the Knight Cecil Harvey, is chastised and sent out of a troubled court on a circumspect mission and quickly finds himself questioning the ethics of the king. The gameplay has three main aspects: the usual party managing stuff, although this is minimal in this game, wandering around castles or towns speaking to people to find out the story, and combat. The conversation element is really well done and gives the feeling of a full and coherent world populated with individuals who have their own opinions and concerns, including a number of girls who just want to show you their sexy dancing. The translation has been reworked again and is now actually really good. As you explore the world, you walk through a mix of strangely scaled maps of open terrain and cave systems for you to map with a new auto-mapping tool, and you'll frequently hit random battles. You have a nice variety of physical and magical attacks available throughout the game, and as characters in your party will come and go as the plot dictates, then your battle style will constantly evolve. The glitches with combat on the GBA have also been fixed. There are a few new features too, including the Augment system, which compensates a little for the lack of party and character customization beyond buying armor and weapons. You occasionally acquire special skills which can be permanently allocated to one party member. Bridia also gets a new Eidolon, which can be customised and trained with minigames. Let's be honest, with a return to the difficulty of the original Japanese game, this is pretty challenging. If you don't pay attention to all the conversations, you'll miss vital instructions, and these aren't hammered home by every character repeating them like you get in some modern games. Neither is there any sort of journal which will automatically record this sort of information. There's also very little in the way of tutorial for newcomers, but this can be forgiven in a sequel, and it's pretty intuitive a system to pick up. Battles can also be unrelenting, with hard monsters who will kick the crap out of you whilst you're fumbling around trying to quickly issue commands to your whole party. Now, there are options to slow the speed of battle, and even to put your party on auto battle, but you soon find that you need to be able to control the whole thing to get through anyway. Save where you can, and expect to die some. By now, this title, as with anything in the Final Fantasy roster, will sell, regardless of what reviewers say. But it's wonderful to see that there are still valid reasons for that, and that the series isn't just resting on its laurels. This is a beautiful and challenging game that's enjoyable and rewarding to play for noob and hardcore fan alike. Now, there's still room for improvement in the next outing, but even so, it definitely does enough to earn itself a 5-star rating.